I'm really gonna figure out why my chat thingy doesn't want to populate anymore. That's very interesting. Hey y'all should. It's me. I said I was coming right on back, so hopefully y'all that claim you want to do this, jump on in here, and so we can get on into this. Let me jump on in the chat. Okay, hold on now. Oh no, come on phone, don't do it to me. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Give y'all a few seconds. Hey Yazzie, how you doing, boo? I got rope doped into doing some Q&A. I got Ree first up, so she should be popping in any second. In the meantime, I'll just hydrate, do a little puffing. Hopefully, I don't do no choking while I wait. How you been, Yazzie? Oh, okay. It's, the days are up and down, but it's still a win. I'm still alive, so I'm all right. I'm all right. It's gonna be, some days are gonna be better than others. But any day I can smile. That's a good day. I know my girl gonna hop in any second now, cause she definitely encouraged me. I bet no one expected me to jump back in so quick. But I wasn't playing no games. Man, I gotta figure out. I'm not at rest with my current workstation. I have a problem with this. This is an ongoing issue with me, with being satisfied with the space that I create. So I'm gonna have to figure this out soon. Hey, Ree. Hey, I was just waiting on you. So, Ree, I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want tarot or do you want red cards? You let me know which one you want. You went off on him this weekend in a nice way. Yeah. You know what, Yazzie? I'm gonna tell you something, baby. Believe it or not, I overstand that fucking sentiment. You know what? I've been in it so long. My youngest two children are 16 and 17. My baby will actually be 18 in less than 4 months. And I'm glad because I'm tired. I don't want to fight anymore. Yazzie, like I just want to be able to move on with my life, and I can see the finish line. I'm gonna tell you this. I choose my battles so wisely these days with that person because the finish line is near, and after raising hell for all them years, I'm tired of raising hell. I'm using these red cards, girl. That I never thought I'd say that, but I am. I'm tired of raising hell. I don't know. I'm not gonna fight a motherfucker to do nothing. I promise you, I ain't gonna fight him. I'm not gonna. I don't got no fight in me. I'm not. And I'm not saying it like that. Just keep in mind, I've been fighting with this person for 25 years, so. That's a whole motherfucking that's a career. If I was in the military, I'd be able to retire on the full pension. I'm just shuffling up for you, Ree. I got you. Hey, Queen's Wisdom. How are you? I'm glad I did shuffle it too, because I had a couple of cards in the deck. I knew, felt like they didn't go there. Okay, Ree. So you know how I get down. So you know what I'm about to do. Hey, Kelly. How you doing, baby? Ooh, you get so fucking tired, girl. If your children are still young, I definitely understand where you at. And I'm sending you all my love and strength, sis. Because trust me when I tell you, at the point in time, you just get so fucking tired of that shit. Like, man. All right. Let's see what's going on in the present. I got you, Yezi. So let's see what energy is in the present for you, Reed. Let's see. Spotlight. Uh-oh. I got Emperor and Empress energy here. Oh, no, Kelly. I hope you get better. Oh, no. I've been battling. I felt myself getting sick, but I fought like Rocky Balboa. Spotlight couple. This is Emperor and high profile relationship power couple. People with this is y'all unrequited. So here go again. Okay. Again. And this came up before and I feel like it's coming up again. Read, somebody feels like y'all could be like, if it's giving very much Emperor and Empress energy. It's just so funny to me that somebody thinks that you don't see them that way. Unrequited. I feel like somebody thinks the way you see them is not the way they see you. Like somebody you get what I'm saying. Like somebody think like y'all can make a good couple. But I think, like I said, they go, that's stiletto. Something about the way you big step and they feel like it's one-sided. That you wouldn't be attracted to them. The feeling would not be mutual. Let me see what's crossing it. Somebody feel like the feeling would not be mutual. They like you, but they don't feel like you would like them. Like your little stiletto or step all over their heart. Unlocking. Locked doors are opening. Removing blockages. Love is coming. So they working through it. Apology, confession, mending relationships, rebuilding. Somebody could definitely be like I do. It's a couple things I'm feeling this because someone may not necessarily owe you an apology. I'm gonna tell you something. You might notice something. You might notice that somebody apologizes a lot. It's funny to me, but I feel like you might notice that somebody apologizes a lot. I don't know why that's coming up. But I do feel like it could also be one of them things where people like, it could almost be like somebody owing themselves an apology. So they working on themselves, right? They rebuilding, right? See, it's a rose. Yeah, I feel like somebody is kind of in that energy of needing to forgive themselves because they got some things. Somebody is dealing with like forgiving themselves. Yeah, somebody's like working on forgiving themselves, and I do feel like they rebuilding. And with extravagant gestures and stars, see, I feel like somebody feels like you are kind of fancy, and they would want to be able to like do some extravagant shit for you. I yeah, okay, yeah, I stand by all of that. Let me see where you at. I stand by all of that. Where you at? Gypsy, and you know the unknowable. See, here you go. Just like the Pisces read. Knowing the unknowable, unconventional lifestyle, they found you exotic and mysterious. Third party, love triangle, something that's interfering, competition and enemy. So you know what? This is funny to me because I feel like you know the unknowable about some third party shit. And again, like we just talked about in that last read, you know the unknowable about a third party situation in this person's life. Yep. Secrets and heartbreak. You know the unknowable about a third party situation. That this is not something that somebody openly shows or express, but you know something about somebody being hurt. Yep, this is somebody who's still like going through some lessons. They trying to raise their vibration. It is somebody that's attracted to you though, for sure. Yeah, you minding your business, but you know the unknowable. And let me tell you something else I know too, Ree. Minding your business does make you exotic and mysterious. People wonder what the fuck is going on with you when you mind your business. That's strange nowadays. That make them wonder what kind of shit she into. I don't know. Mysterious. And exotic, also different, right? Very much different. Okay, let's see what's going on, what you don't know. What's going on underneath the surface that you don't know. Happiness. There go that sun energy, finding happiness, happy ending, feeling blessed and grateful, phone call. This is again, this is the kind of energy where somebody wants to reach. I feel like somebody wants to reach out when they feel good. Someone wants to feel happiness. Like this is somebody who wants to like yuck it up and laugh on the phone with you. I got the phone call here. Expression of interest, wanting to talk. Communication is key. And there go the key. See, unlocking. Communication is key. Somebody gonna say something. One more. Yeah, communication is key. Beauty. I'm telling you, somebody is here. Somebody like you, sis. Intimidated by your beauty. Your beauty stands out. Physical attraction. Bad time. And it's somebody. It's almost like somebody like, you know, I don't want to say it like an old man, but like, because I heard like an old man, like, if I was 20 years younger, but it ain't like that. It's almost like with the bad time. And like I said, it's about somebody feeling like you the right person. This is just, it's the timing right now is bad, right? Recent past. Knowing the path. And toxic. See, now I feel like this run a couple of ways, because this could be you or him. But what I know for damn sure is in the recent past, whatever went down in the recent past, jealousy wants to pop out too. Whatever happened in the recent past, some toxic shit definitely got somebody on the right path. Dealing with some toxic shit, a situation not good enough for you, low vibrational toxic relationship has gotten somebody. I almost feel like it's that type of shit that made somebody get to know. It put somebody on the path. It made somebody. It helped somebody figure out and know the path, right? And aligning with their purpose, accepting the story, and get on the right track. In the recent past, a toxic situation put somebody on the right path. Help them get their mind right. It's like dealing with bullshit. Help you know what the type of shit you don't want to deal with in the future, right? Give me something for the near future. Going in circles. Somebody think about you a lot. New cycle. So there's somebody who goes around in their head a lot. And I feel like it's about this new cycle. New beginnings. End of a cycle. Making a fresh new start. That's also that moving around energy a lot too. Somebody could be moving around a lot. It feels like traveling. Sometimes them circles make me think of wheels. Foolish choices, careless, and playing games and tricks. See, regret. See, whoever this person is, this person spends a lot of time going around and around in their head about they feel. I don't know why they feel so foolish. Now you have to put this where this goes, but somebody feel real foolish about a choice that they made. I feel like they still insecure behind it, because there's regret under there. Yep, waiting. See, I'm telling you. I kind of feel bad because it almost feels like somebody could be punishing themselves for picking an awful fucking person, you know. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we all do that some fucking times, you know. We do. We feel like somebody feel like that kind of person. I remember when I was talking to my sister before about this, and when we as we started getting older and our children became adults, and we would have to talk about the kids, and she would say stuff like I just don't understand why they would do this, that, and the third. You know, they weren't raised like that. I didn't raise them like that. And I remember telling her before, like, Tasha, everybody born a somebody, right? We all came here by way of somebody else. I said, even serial killers have moms. I said, some people do some of the worst shit. Like I said, I use serial killers as an example, but not all serial killers was abused as children or came up in a bad environment, right? And I ain't saying it like that, but imagine being a parent of a damn serial killer and you a decent person and you and your person had y'all children and worked hard and raised your children right and did the best you could out in this world, and your child get out in this world and do some wild shit. You know, like I was just trying to explain to her, like, basically humans are gonna human. And to a certain degree, yes, can we... It's natural to be hard on yourself when you look back on something like, why did you ever fool with this person or allow this person to woo? But at some point, you don't... People are... Awful people just exist in this world. And you can only you can only blame yourself so much for... Punish yourself so much for somebody else's shitty actions. You know, you have to forgive yourself. And I feel like he made, you know, I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of shame and regret behind that choice. If that makes sense, Reed. I just feel like there's shame and regret. It's like almost like this thing, like, I hate I even picked this motherfucker. And I felt that before. I have, but I had to buck up. Because I couldn't feel like that so much to the point where I wasn't going to move on now. Shit. Right? All right. Yeah, I feel like I feel like he's still kind of in that process. It's like really blaming himself. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? And we do that as humans, you know? Especially when you mad and some shit's still fresh and you thinking about it like that bitch or that, you know? You know, but it's like it's still kind of like you still angry at yourself. And at some point, that's why forgiveness is important. And that's why you have to forgive a motherfucker, because part of that forgiveness is forgiving yourself. And let that shit go, that shit'll consume you. Okay. Yazzie, you are up next. You know, I do remember when me and my kid's dad first broke up, and I knew I wanted to start like dating and shit again. I'm like, man, who the fuck gonna deal with me if they got to deal with him? You know what I'm saying? I do remember thinking that, like, man, I can't even think about no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing was that I had already made a conscious decision that I wanted it to just be me and the kids for a while. I wanted to do the grown folk, right? I wanted to move on and, you know, play in a relationship pool, but the living together and stuff, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted it to be me and the kids for a while. So luckily I didn't have that problem, because I had just made a decision, like, ain't nobody coming around up in here. This gonna be this our space, you know. I did my dirt outside the house. My older kids were old enough I could do my dirt outside the house. They stayed home comfy in their bed, and I came creeping up in there like an alley cat. I digress. All right, Yazzie, we going. I'm going to tell you everything I see, baby. All I could give you is what I could give you, okay? That's all I can tell you. Yeah, I like to do my dirt outside the crib, and I come, you know. My oldest son was a teenager by then, so, you know, and they had cell phones and stuff, so, you know, I made sure that they had everything they needed at the crib. You know, I hit old up, like, you know, I ain't gonna be home till later. Hold it down. P.O.P. Hold it down. Hold it down. I was scared of the whole live together thing. And I wanted me and my kids to experience being in a home where it was just us. I wanted them to be comfortable in their home. And knowing that any man I would have been with at that point wouldn't have been their father, I just wanted them to be able to... Sometimes bringing somebody else into the mix just messed stuff up. I just felt like it worked. Our home situation, it worked. I didn't need to throw no other element into that situation, even if I want to throw that ass in a circle. No, I hear you, Yezzy. I'm just speaking. I'm just talking, girl. I hear you. I just know I just know it's a journey. You know, it's a long journey when we had them kids by certain characters. It's a journey. I just told you I've been that fool 25 years. I got no more fight in me. All right. Yezzy, let's go ahead and talk about what's in the current, what's present. What energy is present right now between Yezzy? Love's growth. Love that grows with time, needs time to grow. Unexpected lessons in love, mutual feelings. See, here we go again. And Yezzy, I told you this before. Like I said, it's funny. It's not a lack of love, right? Here it is again. Love's growth to me is like them growing pains of love type of situation. So like I said, I feel like you and this person, y'all been dealing with each other probably since y'all were young. Do I got that right? Since y'all were young, right? Because I do feel like this is like that maturing love, or like y'all might have had puppy love, right? When y'all were young and y'all loved each other, it was like puppy love, but now we getting older, right? Like now we're mature adults, like, and everybody, like, everybody goes through that. They mature. So I'm not even saying it it feels like I said, it feels like, I just said this to somebody. I just said this to my daughter today. I said this to her. I said, it sounds like they've grown apart because she's grown up and he's just gotten older. You understand what I'm saying? And it feels like it's like that. I feel like it's a situation like it's been a long time, Yezzy, and you've matured, you've grown up, and he's just getting older, right? Y'all do love each other. Look, mutual feelings, and look what's under there, addiction. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we evolve. If you loved him when you was young, you know, you loved him with all your heart then. But your heart was still young and immature, right? And the older you get, you love them from a heart of a grown-ass woman. It go from being, you know, loving somebody to being a young girl. Now I love your ass like a grown woman. It's different. It should be different. It's supposed to be different. We're supposed to grow up and mature, not just grow old. Yeah, some of y'all right now know 55, 65, 75, 85-year-old fools. Let me tell you what happened to them people. Whatever age they stop mentally growing, whatever age they stopped growing, that's where they stopped, and they never went no further. That's why you're still dealing with the same ignorance at 55, 65, 75, 85, right? We're supposed to mature, right? Some people just get old. And I do feel like y'all love each other, but I feel like it's a maturity. You want a maturity. There's been a lot of unexpected lessons in love. I feel like I'm hearing like you wouldn't have never expected for things to be the way they are based on how they started. Right? Right? What's crossing this? Options. Difficult decisions. Exploring possibilities. Choosing wrong. Listen, I'm hearing like the problem is he need to choose behind door number 1 or door number 2. Right? Out in the cold. Right? He need to choose having a family. He need to walk through that fucking door since I could even hear fucking rehab. Like, he need to walk through that fucking door, right? Or be left out in the cold. And yep, in new love, right? He either need to do that, or you gonna have to leave him out in the cold and find a new love. He got options. I feel like he need to make some difficult fucking decisions. Look, you see that red door? I don't know why red door is here, but I feel like this is him. I'm walking through that door to get his shit together. He need to make the decision. He need to choose door number 1 or door number 2, right? Like I say, Yezzy, I wouldn't even front to you. Like my son said, I ain't gonna even hold you. The card said the same thing the other day that it's still saying today. Like, the feelings are mutual. It's not about a lack of love. Give me some for where you at. It's not like he don't love you just like you love him. The cards keep saying that. Vacation. You might need a vacation, Yezzy. You may already be planning one. Adventure, getaway, break, time off. Right. Children. I don't know. Are you planning to go somewhere with the kids? You might need a vacation from the kids. You might feel like you need a fucking break, right? You need to get away. You need some time off. It's the vacation and then children is here. Children involved, using children as a pawn, staying for the kids. But this is children. I feel like this is you. You need a little breaky break. Girl, you ain't got to tell me. I raised them. 5 of them. Almost done. Give me one more give me some for what's going on underneath the surface. Going in circles. Repeat cycles. Not making any progress. Not learning any lessons. True love. See, here it is. Like he love you. Experiencing wholeness. Unconditional love. Long-lasting bond. Like I said, it's no lack of love. I do feel like he love you just as much as you love him. But there's like this repeat fucking shit going on. Give me one more. Heartbreak. See? Breakup, suffering, grieving, unable to move on, all over them. And this is the Tahiti about it, because if you did go off somewhere, like you said, he'd be hurt. All around them. Can't escape the connection. Telepathic experience. Your love haunts them. Like I said, I feel like there's not an awareness. He don't know that he doing wrong. Give me something for the recent past. The Gypsy. High Priestess. There you go for the recent past. Knowing the unknowable. Strategy. So I don't know what your whatever you decided to do in the recent past, I see your ass got a plan, because you coming up as the High Priestess in strategy. I feel like this is you. You know the unknowable. And I also feel like it's something, I don't know, you might be getting ready to do some shit that's out of the ordinary. I do feel like you may be doing something that's out of your ordinary, but I also feel like with mysterious, like, and you coming up as the High Priestess, you're not telling somebody, you got a plan. It's almost like you telling me, like, you know what the fuck you gonna do. You definitely planning your next move. Mm-hmm. I also feel like anything he think he doing with the Gypsies too, with strategy, being clever. Like when he think he being clever, you know what he doing. Whatever strategies he be thinking he using and being clever, you know. In the future. Jealous. Want you to themselves. Attachment. Fear losing you. Friendship. Friend zone. Friendship before love. Building a trust and foundation. I do feel like he does not want you to go anywhere else. It says it. Like he wants you to himself. He do got a fear of losing you. Be careful if he being friendly. Right? Frenemy. Be careful if he being friendly, because like if he acting a little too accepting about you doing you, that ain't real. That ain't real. Player. Something about the game being on 2 players. Now, yes, if you plan on putting the game on 2 players, he's definitely going to have a problem with that. And I also feel like if he been playing the field, but he could also be very jealous when it's not going to be, I'll say this, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. It's no fun. And if you start moving differently and moving mysterious and he start getting suspicious, you going to find out. Yeah, but Yazzie, you listen, baby, no matter what, you know that's our job to protect them. That's what we got to do. And if you feel like it ain't good for them right now, you got to stand on business. I stand behind that 110%. I got you, Paula. You got to stand on business if you feel that way. We keep coming up as the High Priestess, so it's all about using our intuition. And if your intuition telling you to stop, put a stop to that for now, then you do that. Don't second guess that shit. Sometimes you want to be proven wrong. Sometimes when I think shit, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I might feel a way about something, and the way I feel about it might not be great, and I could hope I'm wrong. I would prefer to be wrong. But I'd rather be wrong and everything be okay than to be right about some terrible shit and didn't follow my first mind, right? So you ain't wrong. Yeah, you ain't wrong. No Paula should be jumping in. Yeah, motherhood ain't no punk bitch. I ain't gonna lie, motherhood. I always hated for people to say you so strong, because I never felt strong. But I'll say this: if I ever was really strong, motherhood definitely gave me a run for my motherfucking money. You're here, Paula. Good. Okay. Is there anything in particular, or you just want me to do my thing? Yeah, motherhood definitely gave me a good old run for my money. Yeah, okay, but you still in. Okay, but you still in it. You still in it. 13 is you still in it. You're in a good place because they're at an age where they're big enough to do certain shit for themselves and communicate with you. So it's supposed to start getting easier, right? In essence, but in situations like that, it's definitely easier because they able to fucking articulate. Like them kids is smart now, right? But that don't make your job any motherfucking less. They still babies. They just babies with smart ass mouths now. That's what I don't realize. Now they just babies with smart mouths, and then they become adults, but they still babies when I have to deal with them. They may talk that adult shit, but I'm still arguing with my baby when I'm trying to talk sense to him. So I don't know. You tell me. I got you, Paula. Let's see what comes out about this Taurus. All right, Spirit. They say they grown. They say they grown. Any little thing happened, and my phone ring. Mama. They be pissed if they call and I don't answer. They be pissed and shit. Why you didn't answer the phone? I had to tell my daughter a few weeks ago, believe it or not, I don't have that motherfucking phone in my hand all day. Believe it or not, I am around here doing things. I'm not walking around with that fucking phone in my life. Right, you not answering. Like they got a 911 emergency. These big grown ass adults. But then what was the time to stand on some people? So these people saying, I need you to look at this letter. Mama, what do this mean? Mama, these people just emailed me and said this. What should I say, Mama? Sick of their asses. Girl, motherhood that gave me a motherfucking run for my money. Hey, Shaylee, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. All right, Paula, I'm getting into it. You think he trying to drive you crazy? The Taurus man? Well, let's see. Let's see what energy's present. What's present right now? What energies are present between Paula and this Taurus? Cut out. Cutting ties, in separation, leaving before it gets worse, cutting your losses, mirroring. Okay. I feel like somebody tell me they in the process of cutting some shit out of their life. Somebody's in the process of cutting ties. They're in the process of leaving something before it gets worse. They're trying to cut their losses and mirroring. That's what I talked about earlier in that read earlier too. Didn't I say that? It's kind of like that energy that I picked up at the end of that Pisces read about somebody communicating. I said that somebody communicating that shit. Matter of fact, the Hierophant came out too, Paula. Mirroring each other. So somebody, listen, I feel like this is what he's doing, and I feel like it's because of this mirroring energy between you and him, mirroring each other, like looking at you face to face. This dude feel like it's something that needs healing between you and him. Seeing yourself in them. You know what? And here it is again. Here's that chaser and regret. There's that energy of being okay. Maybe what I'm picking up on is here's the phrase I'm trying to describe what I done picked up on a couple times. Guilt ridden. I think it's a guilt ridden energy. Okay. Yes. Chaser and regret. It keeps coming up. And protection. Okay, so he feels guilt ridden. He really regrets some decisions he made in the past for sure. But there's that protection energy. There's a protection over you. Money is tight. See, he got some shit going on. Shocked and eventually. He got some shit going on. Yeah, me too, Chaley. One day at a time. I appreciate that. My aim is to spread more smiles than tears. Utilize lessons learned in my childhood years. It's Tupac. I get tongue-tied now. Let me see what's crossing this cutout energy. That pop right on out. All around them. Can't escape the connection. Telepathic experience. Your love haunts them. So while you talking about when he trying to drive you crazy, it look like you driving him crazy. Who's doing what to him here, Paula? Because the cards say here that you don't want to haunt him. Depression. I'm going to tell you something. In the times when he felt really bad, he thought about you a lot, sis. Depression, prolonged grief, hopelessness, feeling victimized, phone call. Listen, I'm telling you, sis, he been, okay, Paula. Okay. Paula, I'm not accusing you of lying. You said he trying to drive you crazy. I'm not accusing you of lying. I'm just going to say somebody is lying because the way the cards are reading to me, you saying he trying to drive you crazy, but it sounds like to me that he's saying the exact opposite, like you drove him crazy because I feel like your energy has been haunting him. I feel like in times when he felt very bad, when he felt like this phone call, he wanted to reach out, forbidden fruit, but he forbid himself to do it. And I believe I feel like forbidden fruit and plastic is what he was in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to reach out. Now, like I said, Paula, I'm not accusing you of lying, but I can only look at what I'm seeing here. And what he's telling me is that your love, he was having telepathic experiences with you even when y'all wasn't speaking. It says your love haunts them. Obviously, it was a connection he felt like he couldn't escape because he doubled back. Okay, let me see where you at in this, Paula. Let's see, because the cards will tell me if you lying. Twin flames. Paula, quit playing with your shit. You like him. Polar opposites, yin and yang, intense soul connection, ghosting. See, that's the problem. You feel it. But the problem is the way he did that shit. Yep, paralyzed. Him doing that has you paralyzed now. Yep. See, I know what's going on, Paula, because you a Pisces. It has everything to do with the way shit went down before, where it got you feeling like even though you feel that intense connection towards him, the way he did things in the past makes you kind of like I don't know how else to say it, but paralyzed. I don't know how else to say it, but I've been there. It's like paralyzed by love, holding back, fear of falling, right? Because of this. Yeah, you coming up as twin flame. It's intense. You feel him. Y'all coming up as twin flame. Okay? So let's talk about what's going on underneath the surface that you may not know. Going in circles. I'm telling you, this is coming up a lot tonight, ain't it? Engagement. I'm telling you. Commitment, promises, marriage in your future, Commitment, promises, making it official, marriage, and your future. I feel like I said, Paula, the thing about it is I don't feel like he's unserious about you. I don't. I don't feel like he's unserious about you at all. I feel like this is him over and over in his head. Now, I do feel like he could also be telling me the situation that he's in, right? Or he was in, that there was repeat cycles. He was dealing with somebody who wasn't making any progress or learning any lessons as well. Give me one more. But I do feel like he goes in this, he thinks round and round. Look, habitual liar. He was dealing with a motherfucker dry spell. Two things I'm picking up here. I feel like you're definitely in your head about the whole thing. Like, I feel like, you know what's funny, Paula? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I feel like you don't think he's lying, but you're concerned about it. You keep being paranoid about it. What's going on here, Chaley? Oh, okay. Yeah, dry spell is under here. Yeah, out in the cold. I feel like you go like. I feel like you go round and round wondering if he like, you know. That's why this is here too. But I do feel like whatever he was dealing with, it wasn't so great. And I feel like this is who he was like. He was dealing with somebody who was a habitual liar, dry spell, and out in the cold. I don't feel like I said. I don't feel like he loving on nobody else. You not either, but I don't feel like he is either. Give me some for the recent past. Runner. Avoiding the connection. Running from themselves. Ignoring you. Mutual feelings. See, he ran in the past. See, this is the problem. Like I said, this is what I know. Like I said, this is... And I get it. I don't want to say it like that, but I get it, Paula. Like, you know... It's almost like I'll be a damn fool to let you do that shit to me again. I said this earlier to somebody. I said this earlier to my sister. I'm like, you know... Once I see what a motherfucker capable of, I can't unsee it. Now, maybe will I be able to trust you to a certain degree again? Yes, but I can't unsee some shit after I done saw it, you know? So I do feel like you are super, and then not in a bad way. I feel that though, Paula. You like, fuck that. Ain't nobody gonna, you're not about to do that to me again, you know? But the funny thing about it is mutual feelings. And here it is again. Your feelings are mutual, equal, give and take. Like I said, y'all feeling was mutual. And see, that's what make it fucked up. And see, that's what'll make you be paranoid. Like, should I even fuck with this? Like, because for real, because when you feel like it was mutual and you know it was mutual, and then you like, what the fuck happened? Oh, near future. I get it, Paula. I get it. Toxic. Unlock it. First of all, I'm gonna tell you something. That's that devil energy. I for sure feel like he's sexually attracted to you, and you right. Don't be alone if you ain't ready for that smoke. But I do feel like this is what he's been dealing with. A low vibrational toxic relationship. But then here's unlocking. Locked doors are opening. Removing blockages. Love is coming. So whatever toxic element is here, I do feel like whatever toxic block is here is getting ready to be removed. But also I do feel like, this is the devil. Be careful, because if he unlocked that door, secret love and Myra, moving in silence, more to be revealed, finality. I do feel like whatever he's dealing with is low vibrational and toxic, and that's probably why he feels like he has to move in silence with the situation. He is ending something though. Finality and healing, and you know some shit too. Gypsy and close eye. I almost feel like your intuition may be telling you at the time, for the time being, to like. I just feel like you doing it, like you kind of, you dig him, but you definitely being careful with your heart. You got your heart closed off until you feel like you got the mental and emotional clarity about it, so everything is clear. But again, keep in mind, because I do know that he would not mind getting next to you. I just saw him playing next to me. He don't be surprised, because he wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't mind getting next to you. So you ain't wrong in that respect. But I do see him. He's ending He's moving in secrecy and silence to get out of a toxic situation. And he does admire you. He's moving in silence. It's more to be revealed, but there's a finality here. A permanent ending, no more chances, goodbye to the old. And then there's gonna be healing. You ain't late, Iviani. I just been doing Q&As. They talked me into it. I got you, science. What, science? Yeah, what did you? I didn't even get a notification. Okay, but I got you, science. I do. I see you now. I'm glad I went to check. Yes, that's my name, baby. Yes, my name is Chianti. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget it, so I got it tattooed on my arm just in case. I'll tell you like this, Paula. I do believe he has the intention to. And as long as somebody got the intention to do something, I root for somebody who, some people talk about shit they want to change, or they complain about shit, but they never do anything. And those are the people who I get tired of talking to, Don't keep complaining about something if you can do something about it and you're choosing not to. But when people are making a choice to really change some things and make changes that they want, I root for them. And it's not easy to do. I do feel like the intention is there. There has been a few weeks I've been reading for you. Has it been a few weeks? And I don't feel like the messages have really switched up and changed in terms of how I've not had a negative reaction to him. Thank you. It's Italian. Yeah. Yeah. It keep coming up with some real nasty shit too. Yep. Yeah, Reek got my ass up. 1:30 in the morning. I'm wide awake at 1:30 in the morning. I know why though. Like, it was the funniest thing. Friday night after I got off the live, I felt great. And I woke up Saturday and it was the weirdest shit. I felt sick. I said, I feel like I got a hangover, but I didn't drink, which was so weird. But in reality, it was just women shit. I just wasn't paying attention. I should have knew. So it's been slow. It was slow motion today. I got you, novella. Shaylee. I believe that's you. I don't know where Science is. I see Science sent something over. I'm waiting on her, but she ain't said nothing yet. Science, is you in this chat? Lord, I see what you're doing for others. I don't know why I just heard that. Oh, well, where the hell you been at? Okay, I got you, Science. You want me just to do my thing? What you want me to do? You want me just to do my thingy thing? Y'all got me up and in it. If I knew I was going to be really working, I would have got me some more weed ready. But I got enough to work through my shit. I'm going to sleep really good tonight. My sister brought me some barbecue chicken wings, too. So once I get off, I'm going to eat. Then eat me something sweet. All right, Science. That's what I want to hear. Oh, now I'm gone. Now, you say less. All right, Spirit. What energy is present? Now, Science, you know this may not be your energy, but we just going energy don't lie. So it may not be yours. Not belonging, refusing to change, stubborn, inflexible, both standing your ground, out in the cold. Okay, so who is doing this? Now listen, hear me out, science, because I'm not sure exactly where you fall into this, but I know what this is saying. There's a situation where somebody, I got not belong in here, and it says, refusing to change, stubborn, inflexible, both people standing their ground and then out in the cold. Feeling rejection, isolated, scarcity, mindset. So this is like, nope, nope, nope. Vacation. You know what? It almost feels like, I'm going to tell you something. It almost feels like science. And I could be wrong, but I'm seeing something the other day. It's almost just looking to me with somebody like, you know what? Whatever they standing their ground about, they not budging on. If they leaving somebody out in the cold, they leaving some shit out in the cold, they in this kind of energy with vacation and extravagant gestures. It's like, I'm going to pamper myself. I'm getting ready to get away. It just feels like going out, pampering yourself, doing some extravagant shit for oneself. It's something about like doing some shit for oneself. Okay? It's almost like if somebody refusing to change or somebody want to be stubborn, they're going to be left out in the cold because vacation and extravagant gestures. I'm finna be out here living my best life, going on adventures, getting away, taking a break, time off, and extravagant gestures. It's gestures from the heart, walking the talk, making it up to you. But it's almost like I said, it's almost like I'm going to do some extravagant shit for myself. What's going on here? I'm seeing clearly somebody is saying to me, if somebody refused to change or they want to be stubborn and inflexible, they're going to be left out in the cold. Now let me see what this is about. What's crossing this energy? This is what I'm hearing. Like somebody, I don't know but that's the energy. Like if somebody refused to change, if they want to be stubborn, I'm standing my ground. And if somebody want to be stubborn, I'm not budging. They'll be left out in the fucking cold. Risk. Taking a risk, laying the cards on the table, journey into the unknown. See? The Aries card, it's almost like somebody like, I'll go at some shit on my own. I will go at some shit on my own. Somebody could be definitely laying it all out. Like taking, like laying, Leah, or is it Leah? Right now, I'm doing Q&As. I could maybe pull a couple cards for Virgo. If you could sit tight and let me work. I got to do science and then I have to do Chaley because I'm doing live mini reads. But I could pull a few cards for Virgo if you're willing to kick it. You just got to give me a minute. Yes. I feel like, I don't know. Either somebody's saying if somebody don't lay the cards all out on the table and take the risk and take the journey into the unknown, they're going to be left out in the cold. Or somebody is literally getting ready to take that risk because they dealing with somebody who's stubborn and refusing to change. It's almost like somebody gonna take the risk and take the journey into the unknown. Like I'm gonna go on about some shit by myself. We got love activation here, awakening, heart space opening, twin flame ascension. What? Science, what's going on here? And for some reason it's giving me Taurus, Aries energy. It don't have to be either one of them signs, but I'm picking up on some of that too. Where you at in this? What science position in this? Where's she at? Paralyzed. Paralyzed by love, holding back fear of falling in love. So it's like, however you go in this situation, you're giving me the energy of science where like, it ain't nothing I can do, right? It's not a move that you gonna make. You definitely just, I don't know why you're holding back. I feel like whatever's going on right now, you feel like there's nothing, I don't want to say like there's nothing for you to do. It's nothing more that you can do. It's really like, I don't know, like even if you feel like it's like I love, like, it's almost like, well, paralyzed by love, it's like, almost like I love you, but it ain't nothing I can do, right? I can't make no move for you. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Science, where are you at? Because you're not, see, you're holding back. You're not doing phone call. So you're refraining from reaching out to somebody. You're refraining from showing any from wanting to talk or showing any interest. It's something about you not showing. You're not showing you what you got going on here. Science. Give me one more. You could even be like, I'm not calling you first. I don't know why. What are you doing here, Science? Children and pregnancy. Okay, Science, you better be careful. Science, is babies a possibility? Because I got children and I got pregnancy. This could be someone you have children with. I'm also hearing you might feel like it's something. I don't know if a situation is involving children. Either a situation is involving children or you feel like you can't do something because you might feel like somebody is childish. Something about people being childish or something. Let me see what's going on that you don't know. What's going on? Divine intervention. Angels are helping. Trust the divine plan. Believe in miracles. Passion. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a fire sign. Okay, Ree, I got you. I love you. I freaking love you. Listen, if somebody was trying to come towards you for some sex, divine intervention might have stopped somebody from coming and planting a seed. You know, I mean planting a seed, but it could have been me planting a seed or burying a bone. New love. There's someone better. New love interest, letting go of the exes. And then we got timing under here. Are there something dealing with a Sagittarius? No children. Let me see. Well, you be careful. I'm telling you right now. Because that's the Empress and children was there. So you just be careful, okay? But I do feel like what you don't know is with divine intervention and new love, there's something coming in here. It's gonna be divine intervention too. Something gonna come in. Give me some for the recent past. Options: difficult decisions, exploring possibilities, fear of choosing wrong, forever changed. You know what? I feel like Science. I do feel like in the past you might have had a fear of choosing wrong, but I do feel like that's forever changed. And I also feel like that's that energy that came up in the cards before, where somebody is going to have to make a decision to walk through that door. They're going to have to make some difficult decisions. Because I feel like two things here will forever change. I feel like you could definitely be in that energy where you forever change, or someone's going to need to make some decisions and forever change something here. Because forever change is here. A new self, lasting changes, a love that transforms. I do feel like it could be new love coming in, but like I said, it could be divine intervention. It may happen in a very strange way, but it's divine intervention. So just keep that in mind. The angels are helping. Trust the divine plan. Believe in miracles, because I feel like it's gonna happen in some sort of weird way, but it's divine intervention. Give me some for the near future. Happiness flipped out. Habitual liar flipped out on the floor. It may be real clear to somebody that they're dealing with a habitual liar in the future. Someone could definitely be happy that they escaped the habitual liar. Because, see, I had the not budging energy in the beginning. It feel like some of that happiness hater that was in that Pisces read, somebody could definitely be dealing with a happiness hater. But under here, I got secrets. This is secret love or admirer, moving in silence, more to be revealed. I do feel like you got a secret admirer. Unrequited and unlock it. Here we go again. Science, I feel like it's somebody who feels like you may not feel the same way that they feel about you. They may feel like it's unrequited. They may feel like the feelings are not mutual from you to them, right? But I do feel like they want to change that unlocking. They do want to fix that though. Locked doors are open and removing blockages. Love is coming. Someone could also be just so happy that they escaped the situation dealing with a habitual liar. If somebody was dealing with a habitual liar, they see that shit very clearly and they could be happy as fuck that they escaped it. It's unrequited love. It may not be no love in a situation where somebody is dealing with a habitual liar. A Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in particular could be involved in that some kind of way. Like if somebody got kids with somebody else, the person they had kids with could be like the habitual liar. I know you don't have any, right? So like let's say we talking about somebody who may have a kid with a habitual liar, right? A son. Don't have to be a son, but it could definitely be a son. Okay? Okay. Shaylee. Remember, divine intervention came up for us a couple times. It came up in my reads a lot a couple months ago. Something about Sagittarius season. So I definitely got my eyes on the lookout for it. Spring Menage. Right. Okay, is it anything in particular you want me to just throw it on down? Listen, if somebody comes towards you in the near future, it's definitely because that person realized that wherever they were, they didn't belong there. They were in a situation where they were dealing with somebody who weren't budging, and they must have decided that they weren't gonna budge either. Because it's definitely like if I'm not budging, and if somebody ain't on my type of time, they're gonna be left out in the cold. And if you're planning on a vacation or something like that, you might meet somebody while you on vacation. Cause I saw the vacation. The getaway. Ooh-wee, baby. Okay, let's see, Shady. Did any of y'all notice that my boy took the other chair? Did y'all notice that my chair changed? I told y'all that Scorpio was gonna get me, didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all? So he ain't gonna come over here one too many more times and see that chair. Now, in his defense, this is a brand new chair as well. Not a bad chair at all. Not a bad chair at all. But it ain't that one I had. Whew. But it ain't bad. All right, Chaylee, we gonna see what's going on with him. We gonna see what his problem is, spirit. Let's try to find out what his problem is. We just love them Capricorns, don't we? Just cannot shake them Capricorns, can we? I ain't gonna say I sworn them off, but I'm definitely handling them differently these days. All right, let's see what energy is present. Let's see what's going on in the present. You take care too, Science. Thank you so much for your support. All right. Let's see what's going on in the current shape. Strung alone. Being strung alone, giving false hope, selfish intention. So he mad at you because he feel like you strung him along and gave him false hope about something. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like this is why he acting like that. Runner, avoiding the connection, running from themselves, ignoring you. Yeah, I feel like, listen. Is he upset with you because he felt like, I feel like, listen. If either it's that or you feel like he's stringing you along and giving you false hope and being selfish and he avoiding you. But I feel like he feel like you stringing him along. You strung him along. You gave him false hope about something, or that you're being selfish, right? You got selfish intentions with something that you got going on. He working out in there too, ain't he, Chaley? This body on this card reminds me of my twin flame body because this is how his body looks in real life. This is how that dude body looks. He runs too. And I feel like you feel like he is. Now, is he upset with you because he feels like you are being selfish? Right? It like did the switch like did he ask for something? Okay, let's say it like this, Chaley. Perhaps he mentioned he wanted you to do something or give him something. And perhaps you might have gave him the standard like I'll see, right? Maybe you said I'll see, but you never said like for sure you was gonna do some shit, right? And then when it might have came up again, maybe you shot it down, and you know, like I'm just trying to figure out because I do get the feeling. I can understand you feeling this way for sure, and I understand why you had that concern. But I feel like this is okay. Yes. So yes. So this is right. I got that right. Like he feels like you gave him false hope about something, that you strung him along, and that you got whatever you doing is like you got selfish intentions. Let me see what's crossing this energy. Apology and reconciliation. So he just being stubborn. So like y'all ain't breaking up, that's for sure, because I got reconciliation and apology. Wanting to work things out, they will return. There's unfinished business, confession, mend the relationship, rebuild it. He might even be like, I was just tripping, right? Love activation. Yes, he a damn Capricorn, so he gonna know what to say to get you to open your heart back up. Right. Okay. Yes. See, thank you for confirming, okay? So I can tell you right now, he just being stubborn, sis. Now listen, the problem could be he wants you to apologize to reconcile. But I feel like honestly he's gonna do that, right? I feel like honestly he's gonna do that. He's gonna apologize. The card literally says reconciliation. They want to work things out. They will return. There's unfinished business. So let's see where you are in this. Chaser. Yeah, see, listen, and that came up. That came up in that Pisces read, and I don't mean it like no shady way. I feel like you're concerned that you're chasing him, right? Like I said, it came up to me, that energy, like where you get to thinking like, and Chaley, I don't mean this in a shady way, because I feel like that's that inner voice that helps us recalibrate and self-correct, right? I feel like you kind of in this energy of self-correcting because you kind of wonder to yourself like. Am I chasing this shit, right? Am I chasing this shit because my self-esteem is low, right? Am I chasing this shit to validate my self-worth? Am I chasing this shit out of abandonment issues and shit like that, right? Oh, wow. Okay, I see that shit. Oh, hurtful ass. Yeah, cutting ties and separation. See, yeah. I feel like you in between right now, Chaley. You probably in two minds. I feel like you kind of very Piscean thing. You in two minds. Like, should you even just let this shit go? Right? Cut ties, stay and be in separation. Leave before it get worse and cut your losses. Or should you like continue to pursue it? And what's funny about it is and not to say it like that. And please correct me if I'm wrong. I swear I don't mean no shade or anything. I'm just fucking talking a lot tonight apparently. But you know what's funny about it? I feel like you want to stay in it, but why do I feel like it doesn't? It make you feel like, I don't know. It's not making you feel like you feel good about yourself for doing it, right? Like I said, for this to come out as your position, I feel like this is how you're looking at yourself, like perhaps, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I always say this about me. That's one thing. You can't hurt these little feelings, right? If I get the feeling like I'm chasing you, I don't like that feeling, right? You know how some people okay with people being with them and using them. Somebody could know that somebody's only with them to use them, and some people could be okay with that as long as they with them, right? Even if they know somebody's with them for all the wrong reasons, as long as they with them, they okay with that, right? But see, me, I'm a little different, and Traylee, I suspect you might be a little different, and maybe one of them things where like, cause I know I've thought this to myself, like, it don't feel good to me to make me feel like you dealing with me for the wrong reasons. If I feel like you're dealing with me for some sort of gain other than the fact that you like me, this energy started running through my head. Like I said, you get the feeling like something must be wrong with me, right? I must got low self-esteem. I must be need my validation of self. I'm like, this is when you start getting ready to do that inner work on yourself, because you get the feeling like maybe something wrong with me for dealing with this shit, right? And you might even recognize that in him. Give me one more for you. You might even see me recognizing in him. Look old school, old fashioned thinking, takes dating seriously, takes dating slow. I feel like this is you. And this is what you want. You want a traditional kind of relationship. Opposites. And you starting to question, like, are y'all different? Difference is creating barrier. Love and strife. Love versus ego. Two opposing forces. Right. Right. I get it. Let's talk about what you don't know. I get it. I do. What's going on? Revenge body. Looking your best, focusing on yourself, punishing the ex, depression. You know what? I feel like this is a little bit of advice. Make sure that you focusing on yourself, because listen, you're not, and I'm not meaning in no shady way, you're not trapped. You understand what I'm saying? And I do feel like you dealing with somebody. I feel like don't let this shit depress you. Do not let this shit give you the blues, right? Because revenge body is when you look at your best, focusing on yourself, and punishing the ex, and depression. Depression is prolonged grief, hopelessness, pessimism, feeling victimized. I feel like this is like your message to not let this shit depress you, right? That the best revenge is for you to make sure that you taking care of yourself. I also feel like this person may see you this way, and because they feel this way, this could be why this is happening, right? Give me one more. Because they feel depressed and they see you looking your best. One more for what you don't know. Divorce. Alimony. Terminating the marriage. Separation will be costly, complicated. Memories. Complicated relationship. And then we have memories. See, I feel like there's history and there's love. And I feel like that's why the relationship is complicated. But there's feelings of nostalgia, pleasure, and sadness. I get it. There's love there. Give me one for the recent past. Mirroring. Mirroring each other. Something needs healing. Seeing yourself in them. Spell work. See, I feel like he was being an asshole because he felt like he was mirroring you, right? That was his reaction to hurt you because he felt like you hurt him, right? Now, spell work is under here. And listen, two ways I'm hearing this. You may need to we Pisces, we fucking magical. So you might need to use your spell work and mirror him and show him just who the fuck he is and how he acting. See, sometimes mirroring for me is when I show you exactly what the fuck you look like to me. I'm gonna show you what you look like. Since you ain't able to do any since you don't have no ability to do any introspection or self-reflection, let me show you what you look. Let me hold up this mirror to you and show you what you look like to me, right? But I do feel like he may have did that in the mirror, because it says casting love spells, but it say manipulating outcome too. I feel like he may have did that. Look, spell work, the love activate you. Yeah, ghost. Yeah, like started acting funny, like call himself gonna mirror you. It's kind of like hurt people. Yeah. Let's see what the near future. Out in the cold, feeling rejected, isolated, lonely, scarcity mindset, dating. So you know what? I feel like this is how he feels, because he's out of this. You know, it's when I say out of this, out of Nicole, I want to say out of this world. I feel like, you know, like he not in the world, right? And then here's dating. See, I feel like there's an energy of somebody feeling some type of way because you're free, and you might decide in the near future, because I got dating under here, ready to start dating, meet new love interest, getting over someone. I do feel like there's a like. And a scarcity mindset is like the Five of Pentacles. So it's definitely like somebody, yeah, scarcity mindset, right? Worried about being without, worried about not having enough, right? Isolated, right? And then here's dating energy. So I do feel like there's some energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like there's a little resentment because it feels like somebody definitely look at it like you free, and you might decide, look, depression, look, dating, depression, look. I'm telling you, near future, bad timing, waiting for the right time, and patience is needed. Poker face, memories. I feel like you are concerned that he wearing a poker face and he gonna leave you out in the cold. Yeah, trap. See, this is him knowing the path. See, I'm telling you, he not having a good time of things in there. And I do feel like it's one of them things where you, like, I hate to say it, but hurt people, right? Scarcity, out in the cold, trapped in an unpleasant situation, feeling stuck, cannot escape from it, right? Right. See, listen, I do feel like he doing that to try to make you feel away, but I feel like it's all because he feels away. You understand what I'm saying? Underneath the deck is knowing the path. Listen, Shaylee, I don't know if you have your own. I feel like we all, as human beings, the Pisces and shit in particular, because we witchy as fuck anyway. I feel like you may have your own rituals or spell works or something that you do. You know, or I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You got. I don't know what you do. You may have your own way of connecting with spirit and leading and guiding you. And I feel like you may be doing that in the near future because I have knowing a path, aligning with your purpose, accepting your story, and on the right track and spell work. So I don't know. I just feel like something that you may be doing in the near future to get your mind, body, and spirit. However you do that, it's good. Like you're gonna know the path. I got love activation under there, so yeah. Goes to see. I feel like this whole little thing he doing gonna end up backfiring on him if he don't be careful. It's saying that he not in there. You think he might have got out? Listen, it say out in the cold, timing and trapped and knowing the path and spell work. So listen, I feel like it's gonna be revealed soon enough. Wow. But I feel like I said, I feel like mostly he being a little shitty because he feeling some type of way because of his situation. I do think he's in there. I hope I'm getting that right. That shit online now though, ain't it though? You can look that shit up, can't you? Cause I was gonna say I know we can do it in Illinois, baby. Baby. Oh, I visit the sites. I definitely do. I know how to check it for the county and the state. And don't let a bitch get real curious. I know how to search federally. I've definitely federally searched too. Listen, you ever thought about maybe it's saying no, he ain't in there because maybe he in there doing, like, you know, some of them don't have a bad time of it depending on what they got access to. I'll never forget when my son told me a story. My son been in trouble before, my oldest son. and he was young when it happened. And I was working at the bank, and it upset me so bad. I couldn't focus. I missed like 3 days of work. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. My baby was in that place with hardened criminals. My baby. Lord, my baby. And when I got that fool home and that fool started telling me I wanted to wring his fucking neck. We got to telling me what all happened in there. Mind you, like I said, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't focus. My baby was all right. Let me tell you something. God look after children and fools, and I'm certainly not laughing at that. But he was all right. He was all right. He was okay. I was not okay. I was not okay. I was not okay. That fool coming there talking about, yeah, my, you know, he come home telling me the stories. You should, like, my mouth is to the floor, you know, because my imagination done ran wild for about 2-3 days. And baby, I live in Chicago. If y'all don't know nothing about Cook County Jail, that's where everybody go. No matter where you get locked up in the city, you got a gang of police stations. But if you get arrested and they keeping you, everybody going to Cook County. They going to the bullpen. My son come home talking about, Mom, that's gladiator school. Gladiator school. It's funny because he the male version of me. I tell him that all the time. Like, oh my God, you so much like me. And now I know what I would have been like as a man. Now I know. But he was cool. Ree, I'm shuffling up this tarot deck for you. You up next, baby. But you know, some of them, I'm not saying it. Listen, he didn't want to be in there. I'm definitely not saying he was in there having fun. But I'm an 80s baby. And I grew up watching, and I watched Lock Up and shit like that. So the idea of my baby in that place with a bunch of hardcore criminals, and he was a puny little thing. Then he was a pipsqueak. He was real skinny, little old thing. And I know they picking up some real heavy hitters throughout the city, bringing them into that county overnight. Oh, baby. Oh. See, God, I've been preparing for this for lifetimes. Children and fools. That's how I know. Children and fools. See, like, yeah, my other brothers looked out, you know. And when they knew where I was from, they had a kid, you know, they took care of me. As soon as I got there, they gave me a whole kit, my own toothbrush. You should see my face. Oh, no. Damn nut. I didn't pick up like habitual liar, a third party, and none of that filthy McNasty stuff. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Chaley. I think because he's in a miserable situation, it's like hurt people, and misery love company. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it's easier, like whether we like it or not. People do hurt the people closest to them, and like I said earlier, think about it. Can't hurt a motherfucker that don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody who I don't have no kind of heart for can't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? It takes a certain level of closeness and intimacy for you to really get under my skin and hurt me. Now, I might get mad and cuss your ass out and call you all kind of stupid bees and talk about your mama, but that ain't gonna hurt. That's just a little anger. That's healthy. I feel like he's lashing out and acting away towards you because he's miserable. I don't think it's a lack of love type of thing, but I just think it's a kind of a miserable thing. He in a miserable situation and confined, and you not. And I feel like you an easy target, you know. Okay, Ree, my eyes was burning a little bit. They do that though. It's okay. I thought was born last night. The way you showed out on that dick, girl, you performed last night. All right, Gooch. Gucci bad. My eyes are burning. Just bear with me, Reed. Probably should have lit that cigarette up. They do this at night, though. I just know it's late. I'm like one of them kids. I'm not sleepy, but I sleepy. I teepy. Fist fights as a coping mechanism for half of my life. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Not even to say it like that, Chaley, but you know, the moment you woke up and decided that you had to start doing something different, a part of knowing that something about that had to change, knowing something about that had to change, you had to come to some sort of realization that you was doing that out of that's like a trauma response, right? That's like, some people never stop putting their hands on people. You understand what I'm saying? They never stop. You know, they never learn to not how to use their fist for coping mechanisms. Now that don't mean them hands ain't ready to eat for everybody. They just mean you ain't out there swatting at them for no reason, you know. You are very welcome, sis. All right, Reed. I got this tarot deck. Let's see what come up in tarot. The present energy. What's going on in the present for Reed Spirit? What does Reed need to know about the energy that's present? The Seven of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups. Oh, I feel like this is invested in a soulmate. I heard the energy of like good things come to those who wait, or something along the lines of like something that's worth having is worth waiting for. As soon as I saw the Seven of Pentacles, I thought of that. And when I looked into the deck, I saw the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is like a soulmate connection that's worth the time and investment, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles is about time and investment, right? Investing time, right? Investing in something growing, right? And then we have the Two of Cups. Yep, the Page of Swords, the Moon. So for somebody looking at you like that, but this is the Moon. Ten of Pentacles. So somebody close to home, perhaps, for sure. I feel like somebody secretly is looking at a situation like this, right? This could be some forever type shit. The Page of Swords and the Moon. Somebody looking at that like the Ten of Pentacles. This could go from the 7 to the 10. Yep, there go the Magician. Uh-huh. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So this I feel like it's something about a soulmate connection that could definitely manifest into something. I heard like everybody fortunate, like, right? Something that could be good for everybody with the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Two people manifesting some good shit together. What's crossing this energy? Well, alrighty here. We have the secret, right? This is, what's crossing it is that some shit is still under wraps here with the Seven of Swords, right? This is the thought being present, but the thought not being shared just yet. The Six of Cups under here. And again, it could also be that energy. Oh, what could be crossing it with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups is somebody definitely being like backstabbed and betrayed from a previous relationship. Backstabbing, betrayed, dealing with a situation, dealing with children. Could also be someone strategizing because this situation deals with children too. Could also be somebody, I don't know, because the kids is here. So like I said, I don't know if it's something about watching someone with the kids, seeing someone with kids. The Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is definitely dealing with, it's definitely something about being in a situation of lack. Yeah, the damn gate. Damn, and it's dark. I don't want to go out there and close it tonight. I might have to. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Somebody definitely feel like that, like money is tight. Yeah, Three of Swords. Hell yeah. Somebody is definitely still hurt. King of Pentacles. He working though. Ace of Swords. Yup. This got a lot to do with somebody feeling like the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Somebody feeling like they got some shit. Yup. Feeling good and comfortable about their situation. And like the shit that went down between this person and the person they had kids with, it rocked their world. It really did. Yeah, we see what you're doing for others. We do. Let me see where you at, Miss Ree. What's repositioning this spirit? Where's she at with this? Where's she at? The Eight of Swords. The Moon. See, you coming up just how all the Pisces is coming up tonight. You know what? I'm not mad at it, though. I tell y'all what. I'd rather, for once, us be the ones that's not really doing anything and letting whatever the fuck gonna happen than us being the ones that's pushing and pursuing something and feeling some type of way. With the Eight of Swords and the Moon, I feel like you kind of don't know what to make of something right now. I also feel like you may not see some shit just yet with the Eight of Swords because she blindfolded, right? You may have a thought in your head. Yeah, something about the thoughts in your head, but you're not able to see some shit yet, right? Yeah, it's something about you having a reoccurring thought, but it's something that you don't see yet. And the Moon tells me you exactly right because the Moon is the shadow side of some shit, right? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, give me one more. Yeah, you got a reoccurring thought, but you don't see it yet. The Four of Swords. Yeah. Is it something about at night? I don't know. It's something about at night. I feel like you and you know what, with the Four Swords here too, I almost feel like you in this energy where like you kind of at peace. Yeah, it's kind of like you just chilling and being at peace. You got some reoccurring thoughts about some stuff, but you don't see it yet, right? Like I ain't able to see it yet. But the Page of Wands makes me feel like you almost can feel it though, right? You feel like it's some sort of excitement in the air. You think it, but you don't see it yet. Yeah, Five Cups. So you know what? I do feel like you have a thought that somebody is kind of sad. Somebody, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, somebody hold back because they sad. Yeah, Three of Swords. Somebody do feel fucked up. I feel like you kind of suspect it. It's like, oh, maybe it's like with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords here with you. It's like, it's almost like one of them things where like, it's like, I suspect that's what's happening, even though I can't see it. Like a motherfucker ain't told me. And it's almost like, I almost feel like it's almost like you wish healing for somebody, but it's almost like it's nothing you can do because you think that, but you don't see it, and it's not something that's been discussed. Yeah, I know you are. The current full moon wrecked you. Girl, they kick my ass all the time, and then my ass be getting kicked, and sometimes I don't even know what's going on with the moons, and then when I find out, I be like, oh, no wonder why the fuck I was so toe up. Let me see what's going on that you don't know. The Star, Aquarius energy. So there's getting ready to be like big healing, renewal of faith. I do feel like this is somebody doing the healing work. Listen, there it is again. Somebody do adore you. The Star and the Nine of Pentacles. Someone adores you. They see you a single, solid, stable, and abundant, with, without, despite. She pretty in this card, too. They think you pretty. The Two of Wands, the Fool. It's something about coming towards you and taking a leap. I do, the Fool and the Eight of Wands, somebody do want to be able to lay it all out there. And go a plan to offer you some. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. That Page of Wands. Somebody is definitely aware of you and your kids. They're definitely aware of them. Give me one more for what you don't know. I do feel like somebody adores you. They think very highly of you. The Star. There you go. King of Swords. There you go. Page of Wands. Somebody, listen, the funny thing is, it is something about a masculine energy saying something to you. And I do feel like they're excited. They do want to say something to you. There's an excitement with the Page of Wands. There's an excitement. I feel like you feel it, but you don't see it. Because that Page of Wands was under here about like what you got a reoccurring thought in your head, but the blindfold is on her. So it's like it's a reoccurring thought in my head, but I don't see it yet, right? And you're right, because there's a masculine energy down here. He is disappointed. And there is something about like money being tight. Yeah, real hurt. Ooh. Recent past. Pay attention to your dream space too. Something might happen in a dream that got you really like trying to figure some shit out. I don't know what that's. Something about your dreams. 7 of Cups and 4 of Cups. So I feel like in a couple things, because the 7 of Cups could definitely be fantasizing, right? It could be somebody who's really discontent. Yeah, somebody could feel like there's something missing in their life, and they could be really discontent about it. Someone could definitely be fantasizing about you, but I also feel like in the recent past, somebody got a lot of confusion. They're trying to still work their way out through a lot of confusion, and I do feel like somebody feel like they got a bad hand at love with the 4 of Cups here. I feel like I said, 3 Cups standing, but I do feel like somebody feel like they got a bad fucking hand dealt in love in the recent past. Page of Cups definitely could be dealing with children. But I also feel like somebody also feels like they do want to be able to offer a cup to someone. They want to be able to love in the future. They do. It's a lot of air energy coming up here. Now that I'm looking at it, I got the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Star here. Near future. Near future for Uh-oh. This man going through some changes, girl. The Emperor and Death. There's something getting ready to end, change, and transform for a masculine energy. This is going through some changes. I don't feel like they bad, though. 6 of Pentacles, though. I do feel like that's the energy of balancing things out. This is the energy of somebody having to give something, right? Yep, strength. This is somebody holding back and they're waiting. Yeah, because they want to work on some shit. They want to work on ending some cycles. I also feel like somebody wants to... It very much, that's that work energy that came up earlier. Like somebody really said they want to work, they're going to bust their ass to do what they got to do to make some changes. Give me one more for the near future. It's definitely a man going through some changes here. Something finna transform for a masculine energy. The 6 of Wands, he might be finna get a new job, a promotion. The Lovers. Yep, I feel like there's a man coming towards you. You got 3 Mages in the future. I feel like it's a man coming towards you, but I feel like this man want to come towards you when he feel like this, the 6 of Wands. Right, when he feels victorious and successful, right? When he feels like when he can see you out, you got a lot of air energy here again. Aquarius energy, Gemini energy. Look, the Queen of Cups. Yep, I'm telling you. It's something about... I'm gonna tell you something. It's weird. This sound weird. But I feel like there's a man who got a kind of an intention. It's something to the effect that he's saying to me, something to the effect of, the next time y'all interact with each other and you walk away, his intent is to leave something on your mind. There's a man that got an intent to leave something on your mind when you the next time y'all encounter each other, and like when you go. I don't know what he's gonna say or what he's gonna do. I feel like he wants your attention. He wants you to see him as victorious and successful and shit like that too. It's something that's getting ready to change for a man. But I feel like when he gonna do something subtly, I feel like it's something he may say that's subtle, or he may do something subtle. But the intent is when y'all interact, the next time y'all interact and you going about your way and he going about his way, the intent is to leave something on your mind. Like one of them, what did he mean by that? But it ain't gonna be on accident. That's what I know. Like I don't feel like it's on accident. I feel like this is definitely somebody. It's something. It's a lot of that energy has been coming up too. I've been picking up with people like wanting to feel better about themselves before they approach individuals who they're interested in, and I mean that in the best way possible. Let me tell you something. I'd rather have somebody like me and wait until they feel better about themselves than to like me and come towards me when they feeling like shit about themselves, and by proxy they're gonna end up making me feel like they don't feel hurt people. So it's almost like it's some energy coming up where, like, if somebody really care about you or really interested about you and really want to, like, see where something could go with you, it feels like there's energies of people really taking themselves seriously, right? Because they got to take themselves seriously before they could take you seriously. So it feels like it could be some sort of energy of people feeling like they need to feel better about themselves in order to come forward. And I could dig it because, like I said, the life I live, that's one thing dating has never been a top priority if I had other shit going on. I had never been a person to be out in the club and my life raggedy back at home and I'm popping bottles of shit in the club. Fuck no. That, like, I didn't want to kick it. I ain't trying to meet nobody new and date. I don't want to date when I'm broke. Like, I have to feel good about myself, right? I have to feel good about myself in order to be my best self, put my best foot forward. So, you know, some people get out there and date and want to date and be all fucked up. You probably got better, you know, you probably need to really invest in yourself. And I'm not saying it like that. I'm not talking about being rich because I've never been wealthy or no shit like that, right? But how could I be comfortable trying to get to know somebody and my shit raggedy? So I could respect it. You know? I can respect it. And if you're inspiring somebody to want to be better and get their shit together to come towards you, I think that's a good thing. I don't mean that in a way of like somebody not being who they are, having to change themselves. No. But I'm you know, that means that they see the value in you. If they want to improve themselves to make themselves a better, you know, a more attractive prospect. Ree, you got my ass up to 2:30 in the morning. That's okay. I enjoyed myself tonight. You an excellent fucking motivator, girl. I'ma tell you. I likes the way you one of them pushy Pisces that get shit done. They gotta love themselves, right? You don't want nobody coming towards you in that old sad sack. That shit'll drain you. I want you to feel good about yourself, feel good and confident. I want us to be able to laugh and have fun and shit. You know? And like I said, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'd rather somebody wait until they in a better position to come towards me than to submit themselves to me as a fucking hot mess express. Because when it's like that, you can't even be mad and act like you didn't see it, like you saw it. The way someone presents themselves to you, like, unless it's something very random going on with somebody, the way somebody, unless you meet somebody in random out there in the streets and shit like that, if it ain't no situation like that, the way someone presents themselves to you says everything, right? Are they trying to come? And I'm not saying it like that because I'm not materialistic and I'm not like super shallow, but I want to be the best representative of myself. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and I want to make the best impression on you that I can. If I'm interested in you, I want to make the best motherfucking impression. And what's wrong with somebody wanting to do that if they're interested in you as well, right? Shouldn't they want to do that? Don't come throwing any kind of dick at me. I'm straight. Don't come throwing no community peen at me. I'm cool. I'm good. And that's what you're supposed to do, Reed. That's what you're supposed to do. It took me I ain't gonna say it took me a long time, but it took me long enough to realize that That was the goal and it was the mission, you know. To never get too caught up in that whole aspect. That shit'll come. It will. I'm still an optimist. I ain't lost my faith in love. I still believe in love. I still know love is gonna find me. I ain't worried about it. That cannot be my main fucking focus, right? Like I said, I do realize the strongest and the longest relationship you're ever going to have in this lifetime is the relationship you have with yourself. That is the person that is promised to you. That is the only person that is promised to you. That is the only person that 100% that you're going to either be able to 100% rely on or not. You know, you're going to have to decide if you're going to be your own ride or die or not, because that's all that's promised to you. So you have to be loyal and faithful and love yourself. You got to. You got to. And I'm not saying I'm down. You know, like I said, love is great. I still want love. But I got to make sure I love myself on this journey regardless. I can't never not love myself or wake up every day and let the life that God has given me every day that I wake up, let that shit go by or live that shit in torment and misery because somebody else don't got enough sense to see what they got. No, I got to monopolize on that. Like my grandma said, I got to live while I can and die when I can't help it. Can't roll over and die because somebody else can't see some shit. You gotta love you. God didn't promise you that person in the first fucking place. God did promise you. You all you got. This is your journey. You gonna be with you from the beginning to the end. So you gotta make sure that's the tightest shit you got going on, right? Yes. Right. Oh, I forgot all about the Virgos. Are the Virgos still here? I picked up on that, Reed. I did pick up on that. I did pick up on that, like you prayed, like you sending some healing, like, you know. And unfortunately, life is showing me sometimes that's all you can do for people. You got to know when. You got to know when it's time to make sacrifices for love, and when it's time to just send a little prayer. You know. We have to learn that balance. For sure. Because you know, everybody got that free will. Free will is beautiful for everybody, but then it sucks because you see people just fuck over their free will, right? People just... You got free will to be anything you want to be, and you would choose to be miserable or sad. And I'm not talking about, like, certain things in life. You know, losing people will make you sad. That will make you grieve, you know. Grief ain't really something you can control. You can't let it consume you, but it's definitely not something that you can control because, you know, unfortunately, as my grandmother would say, we're born to die. Somebody did want Virgos. I think the Virgos checked out on me, though. I think they did. Leah, that's who said it. It was Leah. I'll just pull a couple. You know what? I got a lot of Virgo in my chart, too. I got a lot of Virgo in my chart. I recently found out my time of birth and looked up my exact chart, and Virgo is actually my rising. The present energy. Ghosted, and this is a Virgo card. Abrupt ending, no closure, ending all communication and boundaries. So it's saying right now in the present, either a Virgo is doing somebody like this or somebody doing this to a Virgo. It's two cards of this. Ghosted is a Virgo card to me. Abrupt ending, no closure, ending all communication, and then it's boundaries. No more enabling, feeling used, setting healthy boundaries. So I don't know if a Virgo is doing this to somebody or somebody doing this to Virgo, but this is what somebody is saying. They said they're getting ready to put an abrupt ending to some shit. And with the no closure, it's like, and what's understood don't need to be explained. It don't even have to be discussed anymore, because somebody feel like they putting up these healthy, whatever's going on, these healthy boundaries. Somebody is saying they ain't doing it no more anyway. We ain't got to discuss and to argue and debate it, because I'm not doing it anymore anyway. Right? This is the energy of it. No more enabling, no more feeling used or setting healthy boundaries. Nah, I ain't gonna enable certain behavior anymore. You ain't gonna use me. This could literally be hanging up the phone, abrupt end into a conversation. Click. Ooh, we crossing. Options. Uh-oh. Here you go. Difficult decisions, exploring possibilities, fear choosing wrong, and work. Somebody could definitely be deciding that they want to work. they working on somebody could be deciding to work on some other options. Somebody could be exploring some options with work too. This is focusing on work. Virgo could definitely be deciding to focus on work, working long hard hours. Could definitely be a situation with somebody that work with somebody, like it could be love. Some people messing up, work, something about people who work together. Yeah. Somebody could definitely be feeling like they're gonna have to make some difficult decisions, and they're gonna have to explore some possibilities dealing with it's something about somebody thought somebody was gonna be an option. They could be saying no to that either. I ain't no option. Okay, let's see what Virgo position at. Beauty. Well, that don't surprise me. Virgo sitting pretty. I think Virgo is like one of the pretty zodiac signs. So they got scientifically with some of the prettier ones are supposed to be, allegedly. I think Virgo is one. I'm not sure, but I think. But Virgo is sitting pretty. Intimidated by your beauty. Your beauty stands out. Physical attraction. Clean up. Something about a Virgo is cleaning up nicely. They're focusing on their beauty and cleaning up nicely. It's coming up as the Virgo is feeling this way, that it is time to clean up their life, make healthy choices, cut out negativity, or Virgo is feeling like somebody need to do that. Underneath for the Virgo. Money is tight, the Five of Pentacles. Money problems, not enough money, careful about expenditures. It could be something about an Aquarius. It could be something about something going on. Listen, I don't know. And I don't know why I just got this. I don't know why I got this. But so random. Somebody could be running around like a star and acting like they're a star and be broke. Like someone could act like they're a star and they got it going on and like to be the center of attention and shine and all this stuff. But underneath the surface, somebody could be broke. Money is tight. Money problems, not enough money, careful about expenditures. There could also be literally somebody just really planning to like go in a different direction as far as work. They could be feeling like where they working at, it's not enough money. They could be definitely looking for a brighter future here. Recent past. Separation. Withdrawal, discomfort, testing, love, relationship breakdown. See, this make me feel like in the recent past, the Virgo decided to separate themselves. See, that's why that present energy is I feel like in the recent past, somebody might have just definitely decided that they was gonna test. They was gonna I don't want to say test like that, but it's like test. It almost make me feel like somebody decided, like, I'm gonna separate. I'm gonna withdraw, and let you see how uncomfortable that is. I'm gonna let you get uncomfortable. I'm gonna test you, right? I'm gonna let this whole thing break down, and I'm gonna withdraw. I'm going to let you get uncomfortable. I'm going to make you feel some discomfort. I'm going to separate and see how comfortable you are. L. Doug, you a Virgo? You a Virgo, L. Doug? See, I thought I was just doing this I was just doing it for the grant. The Virgos, the original Virgo that asked me to do this wasn't in here anymore. Leah. Are you a Virgo, L. Doug? Near future. If so, thank you very much. Spell work. Uh-oh. Run it. Listen. I do feel like there could definitely be a Virgo. Virgos are fucking clever. It could be some. It could be a fucking Virgo that's definitely on some shit. Like I said, I definitely feel like it could be like a manifested energy where somebody is definitely on like the spell work could kind of be like the magician, right? Trying manifesting. I almost feel like it could also be one of them things where somebody, I don't want to say the trick bag. My grandma would call it the trick bag, right? Somebody could definitely be in that kind of energy where somebody putting somebody in a trick bag. Like, you know what? I ain't gonna even fuck with it, right? Remember what I said? It was like a ghost, and I ain't gonna enable it. We ain't gotta argue about it no more, right? We ain't gotta go back and forth. Some shit just over with, right? It's coming up as Virgo is sitting like really, really pretty, right? It's gonna sit pretty, right? And I see in the recent past, I feel like somebody decided that they was gonna separate. They was gonna withdraw from a situation, just and let somebody see how uncomfortable that was gonna be. Let somebody make someone feel discomfort by withdrawing. Like test somebody, right? I don't know why I'm feeling like somebody could like you. Somebody think you dealing with somebody. You think you smart. You think you doing some clever shit. I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna show you. Let's see how you like it when I'm right? When this relationship break down. There is something about the near future about a manifestation here. It's like doing spell work. Something about the near future. Somebody got a trick for somebody who thought that they were like doing a runner thing, avoiding the connection. If somebody thought they was avoiding the connection or avoiding some shit, they was only running from themselves. Like if somebody thought they was gonna ignore somebody got like a Uno reverse for that shit. What I'm thinking about. What is it? When you draw to when you reverse something back to somebody got some shit like that for somebody who thought they was gonna ignore somebody. Now somebody's like doing it on a reverse. Look, single. Here it is. Look. Available currently, no other partner, open to dating. Yeah, somebody is free. Somebody might manifest somebody who is single might be getting ready to manifest somebody who I don't want to say it like that, but it feels like a fancy person. Somebody could definitely be getting ready to manifest like a real fancy person that do like extravagant shit or extravagant gestures. And I also feel like whoever is going to make somebody uncomfortable while like gonna test them, like it's almost like I'm gonna test. How do I say this shit the right way? It's like I don't know why I feel like this, but it's almost like, okay, you talking that tough shit, you acting tough. I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna see if you can stand on that, right? The way you acting, I'm gonna see if you gonna be comfortable when I withdraw. And it could have been somebody who thought they was ghosting or I don't know. I'm getting like the last word, abrupt ending. I don't know. It could have been a phone hang up or something. It's so weird what's coming up. But I do feel like it's going to be some, like, I feel like in the near future, the Magician is a Virgo card. I feel like it's something about, somebody could definitely, whatever spell they doing, they could definitely be leaving somebody sitting up looking stupid by themselves. This person could be doubling back trying to like do some extravagant gestures from the heart, walking and talk, want to make it up to somebody else. Yeah, could definitely be somebody want to come in and kiss someone's ass. It could be something about a Cancer or an Aquarius here too. I also feel like somebody is just getting ready to manifest. Somebody could be definitely saying they single, they ready to mingle. If they're manifesting, I don't know. Somebody could literally be, I don't know. Somebody could be like a big deal. I'm picking up like on like a literal star. I don't know. Somebody could almost like be leaving somebody out in the cold and then be like hooking up with a literal star or some shit like that. Or somebody's literally a star. You got a lot of majors under here too, Virgo. I don't even want to get into this. You start a new job at 8, girl. But I do see somebody manifesting. I see some real good manifest. I see a single person manifesting something, and whatever it is they're manifesting, there's something extravagant that's gonna come in. They're manifesting something extravagant, something kind of big with extravagant and a star under there too. It's just a couple ways I'm seeing, and again, it could be somebody trying to come back and really go over the top to try to make something up to somebody. Somebody could be going all out. You just have to put that where that shit goes. I do not know, Vert. But you guys asked and I answered. All right, y'all. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get out of here. My kids got school in the morning. Even though they don't need me, I need to be alert and keep my eye on things. I'm going to try to go to sleep. I'm actually not sleepy, though, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I need to try to go. I love you guys. I thank each and every last one of y'all who supports me, who supported me tonight, who supports me any other time. I appreciate the ones that just watch. I appreciate the ones that throw the likes. Even if you don't never throw the like, if you just watch, I appreciate that too. But I thank each and every one of y'all that give me the opportunity to shuffle them cards and chop it up and talk with y'all. That shit means everything to me. It does. Right now, it's one of the only things I got going for me other than these kids. Will someone please think of the children? So I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, and I thank y'all for showing me a lot of love. I pray for all of y'all. I hope all of y'all are safe as y'all get up tomorrow and go about y'all ways and take your families out and do your thinky things. I want y'all to stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay high vibing. I'm going to try to get my shit together because I've been feeling the urge to do some collectives and some other things. I got some shit in me that I need to get out, so I'm trying to get my mind right so I can start doing it and get back to something around this motherfucker. And I appreciate all of y'all that's always in my corner and encouraging me to do so. Y'all stay beautiful, stay safe, stay healthy, stay high vibing, and love on y'all selves real extra tight tonight. Make sure y'all love on the ones extra tight that love y'all back, okay? Good night, Soul Tribe.